Start, Schaefer. And number 77, Scott Hudson. The guards, number 64, Eugene Perry. And number 79, Matt Amy.
Rick, you going to join us?
Number 52, Doug Ford. In the backfield for the Rams.
Over this way.
At quarterback, number 17, Dave Esteban.
I need writing room. It'd be better if he was in the middle.
Huh?
I need writing room. It'd be better if he's in the middle.
The running back, number 40.
I need to know when you're going to talk.
Baseball.
How are we going to use that mic, or do you have another mic? You know?
Number 21, Rich Weaver. And number 32, John Callahan. Ladies and gentlemen, Coach Fred Kennedy, his staff, and the remainder of the Richland Rams.
Talk to me. If he had any injuries, we haven't played 3 weeks.
Team on the scoreboard, the offensive unit, the Bobcats of Blairsville High School.
Get out the field, they're going to run back.
At the end, number 84.
Okay, good. We won 3. We won 3. Give us 3. Give us 3. What do you want? Him in the middle, or do you want?
Number 88, Brian Lucas.
Well,
Number 70, Mike Oliver. And number 60, Brian Templeman. At the guard, number 50, Greg Russell. Number 53, Mark Franklin. The center, number 51, Pat Emmanuel. In the backfield for the Cats, at quarterback, number 12, Paul Emmanuel. The running back, number 25, Corey McGraw. Number 28, Tracy Williams. And number 23, Frank Sharina. Ladies and gentlemen, Coach Fred his staff, and the rest of the Cats.
Got both these ball clubs. You defeated Richland. You lost to Blairsville. How about a quick prediction or a prognosis on this game?
Well, prediction-wise, I'm not sure. Richland came a long way after we played them. They won 5 ball games in a row after we played them. The advantage Richland has right now is they have tremendous speed. Blairsville has tremendous quickness on defense, but the speed that Richland has, if they get loose, Blairsville doesn't have anyone that can catch them either.
You think Blairsville will win the ball game?
I would pick Blairsville to win the ball game, yes.
Close game, or 2 or 3 touchdowns, or what?
Well, from everything I've seen at Richland, they've been down 3 times this year that I know of, and they've been back every time. They don't quit at the end of the ball game. Callahan becomes a better runner in the 4th quarter than he does any other time. So, the big thing I'd say maybe Blairsville by a touchdown.
Okay, we're glad he's with us, Mark Burdick. Now when something happens down on the field that neither you or I know what happens, we'll ask Rick.
I'm not so sure.
Last night we had some great plays in the game between United and Bishop McCourt, and I thought one of the most interesting ones was the touchdown where Kravetsky hit the kid in the end zone. The ball went out of bounds in the end zone. He got a touchback on it, which is the correct call, but you don't see that too often.
A lot of interesting things happened last night. Blairsville has won the toss. The captains at midfield, Blairsville will receive. We'll have the opening kickoff for you right after this 30-second timeout.
Okay, just go with one. Just go with one. We'd like to remind you that the rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of the descriptions and accounts of this Blairsville game as they fight for the District 6 championship. They're in the semifinals against Richland, including the tape recording of this game, without the express written consent of Stereo 1160, is not only not prohibited, but highly encouraged by Stereo 1160. After all, it could be exciting like last night. You wish you'd taped it, and you'll call us in to make a tape of the game. We'll try to oblige, of course, but they'll have to charge you. So why not pop a cassette into your radio record unit right now and tape record the game? Who knows, it could be a classic. Thank you.
Oh my, I missed that last night in its entirety. A shortened version last night. Deep for the Blairsville Bobcats. Butch Henry Stewart and Benji Molo. Booting for Richland will be senior Eugene Perry. We are set for play-by-play. Here to call it, Ray Goss.
Thank you, Mark. Molo, of course, a great return specialist. Richland kicking off. No wind, the factor. High and short. Molo comes rushing up to take it. They're going to work a reverse to Stewart. He comes left across the 20, 25, 30, and is spun down as they cross the 30 to the 33. So Ernie Whitmore went to his bag of tricks on a reverse, and it worked pretty well. It's a good field position for Blairsville at the 33-yard line.
That's definitely a surprise. Maybe I wouldn't have been so surprised if Butchie Stewart would have taken the kickoff and given it to Molo, who's their key return man, but just the opposite. Molo took it, gave it to Stewart. They have it first and 10 at the 33. We're set for action.
Emmanuel, the quarterback. Tracy Williams dots the I. Corey McGuire, the up back, a slot to the right. The pitch is to Williams, a double reverse. They give it off to the left and coming around the left side across the 30, 35, 40, and across the 45-yard line. Sharina carries it for a first down to the 46. Wow, did they open it up in a hurry? Rick, did you expect this?
No, I never expected him to do this. Reverse first 2 times he touched the football. Maybe Aaron's going to come out and really loosen things up early.
Frank Sharina on a pitch back first to Tracy Williams, and Sharina coming from the slot to the right on a reverse. 13-yard pickup out to the 46-yard line. And Blairsville opening it up. Sharina the up back, Williams dots the I, McGuire's in the slot to the right. Handoff is the first back. He's hit quickly, spinning his way forward, getting a couple of yards. McGuire is finally knocked down as the Richland Rams come up to greet him, heading the defense, Lonnie Maldet. Sharina the carry. The gain is across the 45. They're going to mark it at the 40. Well, they give him a pretty good spot out to the 47-yard line. Gain is 1, 2nd and 9. Officials stop play momentarily. By the way, Alan Lingenfelder is the referee. Tom Lance, Dave Nicodemus, Joe Scordo, Greg Hoover, and Bob Hazlett, the other officials. Of equipment adjustment for one of the Rams who heads to the sideline. And it's their starting defensive tackle, Clark Schaefer, a senior at 6'1", 225, so he's out of there for this play. 2nd and 9. Lucas is the wide out to the right in the slot. The quick pitch goes to Tracy Williams, has running room, turns the corner at the 45, 50, into Richland territory, 45, and knocked down near the 42-yard line. Boy, he got good blocking as he turned that corner.
With the ball.
11-yard pickup for Tracy Williams, a junior, 5'11", 167, in Blairsville with their second first down in the drive. And some nifty ball carrying that time by Tracy Williams.
First down.
What happened defensively that time for Richland? They just caught inside or what? Well, what happened is McGuire came down on the end and got a good block on the end, and then the defensive half ran up, got a good block downfield on the halfback.
That's Rick Faust, the Homer Center head coach, joining us as the pitch comes to the left this time. Williams trying to turn the corner, has a block from Sharina. Flag on the play as he's nailed inside the 40 at the 38. And this could go against the Bobcats. It's scoreless early on here. 10-13 to go in the first quarter. Blairsville going wide against Richland on their first possession.
Well, 2 flags coming from the officials, and it's holding against the Blairsville Bobcats, so it'll be a 10-yarder marked off against Blairsville.
We're in the press box here at Point Stadium, and the Richland fans are parked right in front of us, so you're going to hear a lot of their fans, maybe.
Well, Ernie Widbar putting his arms up in the air and saying who or what. I don't know who, but the what was a holding.
Option being discussed, but there's not much doubt that they're going to accept a walk-off. It'll occur from the line of scrimmage to 42 as the referee, Alan Lingelfelder, marks it back to the 48 of the Bobcats. So it'll be first down and 20 to go.
And Rick, a lot of times when you get drive penalties have a lot to do with stop yourself, so to speak.
Well, Ernie's a person who likes to control the football. First and 20 is not the kind of situation he wants to have.
Pat Emanuel up on the ball. Paul Emanuel, his older brother behind him, a slot to the right. Williams dots the I. Passing situation on first and 20. Let's see if Emanuel puts it up. No, he pitches to Tracy Williams. He slipped, he bobbles the ball, he dives on it for a loss back at the 38-yard line. And a flag down. It could be a late hit against Richland.
I think that's going to be the call. I don't know what else it could be, and really a stupid penalty on the Rams' part, because Williams falls on the ball, and once his knee hits the ground, he's down anyways. No need to really hit him.
It's going to be a 15-yard walk-off on sportsmanlike conduct if we picked up the signal from the official Alan Lingelfelder. What happened is Williams slipped on the pitchback and never got the ball. It hit him on the left shoulder, and he had a fall on it. The walk-off takes it to the 48 of the Richland Rams. So penalties dominating the early going. 9:50 on the first quarter clock. It is scoreless between Blairsville and Richland. The Bobcats come in 10-0. First undefeated season ever at Blairsville.
Well, Williams, that hurts his cause because 2 carries now for 0 yards. His first one was a pitcher on right in for 11, and he lost 11 that time.
That's a non-play, though. It's still second down, right? Or no?
Still second down.
Second down. Well, maybe it was a dead ball foul, though. Let's see. The handoff goes to the up back. Another flag. Did I see a flag flying? It's coming across the 40. Good carry for Williams again. Maybe I'm imagining things. I've seen so many flags flying. This gain is down to the 41-yard line. Good pickup.
I think, Ray, it is a dead ball foul because it came after the play.
Yeah, it was first and 20. The play's dead. That's right, because it's second. Now it's third down and 9 at the 41. You're right, Mark. The original line of scrimmage was the 42. There was a 10-yard walk-off against Blairsville, and then a loss and a 15-yard walk-off on a dead ball foul for unsportsmanlike conduct against Richland. Now it's third and 9.
Corey McGuire hasn't touched the ball yet.
Play action. Emanuel back to pass. They're in his face. He fires to the sideline. No one there. Incomplete. Apparently, Sharina was the intended receiver, but he had 2 Rams in looking him in the eyeballs as he unleashed it. So it's 4th and 9, and punt formation apparently for the Bobcats.
And Frank Sharina, the Bobcat punter, and he's a good one. He averages 36.7 per boot, second in the county during the regular season. They'll line up as if they're going to go for it, but I believe they'll shift into punt formation, the ball at the 41-yard line.
If Richland has scouted them, they should know this. They have no one back to receive the punt at this point. Now as they shift, they quickly hustle back. And Sharina will punt. Callahan, a pass for centers over his head. Sharina now running to the near sideline at the 40. He throws a pass. It is incomplete. And a bad pass back from center. Sharina had a run to the sideline, wisely tried to throw a pass, underthrew his intended receiver, so Richland will take over at their own 41-yard line. 8:35 to go in the first quarter. We've seen a lot of excitement, but Blairsville unable to get on the board, so Richland with good field position.
We'll set the offense real quickly. The skill people for Richland, the back to look for is junior Sean Callahan. The fullback will be Mike Sable, senior. The quarterback, junior Dave Ispin. The wingback will be Lance McIntosh.
Istvan splits his backs. He has a wing to the left. Long count, takes a snap, gives to his second back, swinging wide to the left. It is Callahan as he turns the corner at the 40, on his feet at the 45, near midfield before he's knocked out of bounds. Good run as they go wide. Sean Callahan on the carry.
Rick, you saw Sean Callahan the game we did earlier, and he's a good back.
Well, Sean Callahan was one of the kids in the 400-meter relay team that Richland took to state last year, and right there is an example of what he can do. He got around the corner, and you just got to chase him then.
Calling defensive signals for the Bobcats, Mark Franklin. The new voice you're hearing on Stereo 1160 is not a new one, actually. We've talked to him a lot, but the Homer Center football coach, Rick Faust, our guest expert here for this game. Second down and a long two. Richland with the ball at their own 49-yard line. Istvan under center with a slot to the right, out of the eye set, gives to his first back, Sable, cracks over the left side, across midfield, into Bobcat territory, has a first down at the 48-yard line. Sharina in on the tackle with help from the Bobcats' Matt Neese. First down of the ball game for the Richland Rams, who come in here the underdog at 6-3 against Blairsville 10-0, the favorite and a top seed in the District 6 AA competition. It is scoreless with 8:10 ticking on a first quarter clock. Istvan looks over the defense. He splits his backs. He has a wing to the right. Long count. Sable gets the call. No, the second man through, and there's Callahan on the fake, and he's across the 45 down to the 43-yard line. Good fake to Sable, and then the second man through, Callahan, who's tripped up, but he got yardage down to the 43. Pickup of 4. It'll be second down and 6.
Benji Molo with the stop.
Istvan, the quarterback. He's a junior at 5'10", 150. On the wing to the left, it is Lance McIntosh. The backs are split again. The give is the second back. He spun around and thrown down for a loss. As that time coming through there defensively, Doug Anderson grabbed the ball carrier, Callahan, and threw him down at the 45-yard line, that vicinity.
To your left, now it'll bring up a 3rd and 8 situation. First passing situation for the Richland Rams, and we mentioned that Istvan threw 3 touchdown passes the last ball game that Richland played, a victory over North Star.
Sharina comes to the sideline to get a new helmet. The officials stop play momentarily. You're listening to the action of the District 6 AA semifinal from Point Stadium in Johnstown on Stereo 1160 WCCS in Homer City with Mark Burdick and Homer Center head football coach Rick Faust. Ray Goss reporting to you. It is scoreless with 7:09 remaining in the first quarter. But Richland getting good field position as the Bobcats fouled up on a punt attempt, and they took over at their own 41.
The ball resting at the 45, and that's one part of the field that's extremely soggy.
It is. Slot to the right, passing situation out of the eye set. Istvan under center, 3rd and 8. He puts in motion Weaver across the play throw from right to left, open field to the right as Istvan back 3 steps, looks, throws to the right sideline, caught at the 38-yard line on a diving attempt, and making the reception was the end. Kevin D'Ambrosia, the sophomore. He's short of a first down at the 40. It'll be 4th and good 2.5 yards to go for the first down, and Richland indicating punt as Benji Molo goes back to receive. 6:21 and ticking. First quarter scoreless. The winner meets United next Friday night here at Point Stadium in Johnstown at 7 o'clock for the District 6 2A title. We'll be here to send it your way. And the punter, it is Jim Weaver. Flag down, the kick is away. They hit the punter. No flag, now a belated flag. Molo picks it up at the 10, running to the far sideline. White shirts all around him, knock him down at the 15. 2 flags down. The second one was for roughing the kicker.
Right, I'm not sure what the first penalty was, but the official had to reach into his other pocket looking for a second flag. Finally found it.
Never thought of that, but I guess each official has to carry 2 flags.
Well,
so
we'll see offsetting penalties.
We will, and it'll go over. And Blairsville lucked out there.
Illegal procedure on the Richland Rams and roughing the kicker, and there was no doubt about the roughing the kicker call on Blairsville, so they'll do it all over again.
You know, did you ever see that before, Rick? You need 2 flags, I guess, an official, huh?
Well, sometimes Richland didn't have a guard in and at the left guard spot in that formation in their punt. And, you know, their quarterback saw it, the guy running the offensive huddle here, but didn't get one in, so they went ahead without it. You know, they were fortunate not to get the punt blocked.
And the referee had to throw 2 flags. Play goes over from the 40-yard line. D'Ambrosio to kick it. Pass from center's a good one this time. No pressure. The kick a high, short one. Molo comes running up, fair catch signal, and makes the catch at his own 12-yard line, where Blairsville will put it in play. First down and 10 to go. 5:31 to go in the first quarter, but very poor field position for Blairsville at their own 12-yard line. It is scoreless here in this District 6 AA game. They mark it closer to the 13-yard line. And the Bobcats will go with Paul Emanuel at quarterback. And he comes out with Sharina, the up-back. Corey McGuire has yet to run the ball. He's the right halfback. I don't know if Corey has any problems. Ernie Widmar said no injuries. Tracy Williams, the deep back in the eye. McGuire gets the call this time, comes across the 15 out to about the 16-yard line in that vicinity, maybe just at the 15. Defensively, the stop is made by Larry McCracken for the Richland Rams. They spot it right at the 15. It's a 2-yard pickup, second down and 8.
Could be Rick Faust and Ernie Widmar staying away from Corey McGuire in the early going, figuring maybe Richland's keying on it.
Well, possibly, and then possibly Ernie wanted to go wide a little bit here. And he likes to run Corey up inside, likes to run Tracy outside. So right now, you know, you can see Corey diving again and Corey coming back here left with power isolation.
Power I double tight end set. The give is to the second back. It is Tracy Williams. Follows a block, spins his way forward, gets some yardage, and then is back down around the 20-yard line. As picking him up was Larry McCracken.
And Williams is split up by number 33, Larry McCracken on the play.
Also helping out defensively, Mike Emler for the Rams. A good gain that time for Williams out across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Third down and 2. You know, it's a little muddy out there. I have to put the field glasses on just to see the football. I got this brown football, of course. I'm always in favor of bright colored objects, like yellow tennis balls. Right. Third and deuce. Emmanuel on a keeper to the left. He got nailed. He got nowhere. He may have lost a half a yard. And it'll be punt formation coming up for the Bobcats. So Richland has weathered the early storm of Blairsville, and that is going to be a psychological boost for them.
Oh, absolutely. What happened that time? It was definitely a quarterback keeper. Emmanuel keeping all the time, all the way, but his back foot gave way, and he slipped and went down and tried to get back up, and Richland was there to nab him.
Well, let's see if they get a good snap off this time. The snapper is Greg Troxel, and Sharina will punt. Brad Miller back to receive deep. Kick is away, end over end. Miller looking for it, takes it at the 47 of Blairsville, stumbles across the 45 down to the 42-yard line. A 5-yard return as the tackle is made by the Bobcats. Mark Franklin, an outstanding defensive player, 27-yard punt. So again, Richland with excellent field position. They mark it at the 41 of Blairsville.
41-yard line.
3:23 and ticking, scoreless first quarter. Action coming to you on Stereo 1160 in Homer City. Istvan is the quarterback. He has Weaver on the left wing, split backs, Sabo and Callahan. The ends are double tight. Handoff is to the second back, Callahan, trying to swing around the corner and is spun down right near the line of scrimmage. Didn't have any running room as Butchie Stewart came up from the secondary to make the stop, along with Mark Franklin, and also helping out as a flag is down on the play, Brian Lucas.
I was just going to say a flag came in late from the line judge.
Talking to Blairsville, there was no gain on it, but if it's a major walk-off, the Bobcats will accept it, which they do. As the referee, Alan Lingenfelder, indicates 10-yard penalty, holding the call back to their own 49-yard line. So it's 1st and 20. And Ernie Widmar down on the sideline, trying to exhort his team on defense. His ball club favor, they're 10-0. Richland 6-3. The winner plays United next Friday night for all the marbles in District 6 AA. Istvan giving to his first back. Sable gets a couple of tough yards. He was hit quickly as he crossed midfield to the 48-yard line defensively. Ron Lutton, senior tackle at 6 feet, 195 pounds, made initial contact. Gain is 3. It'll be 2nd down and 17. This game moving right along. And it is kind of slick down there where they place the ball down. The official wiping it off. Center out over the football. It is Doug Horn at 5'10", 186-pounder for the Rams of Richland, and Fred Yonity, the head coach in his 3rd year. Motion man is Weaver across the play flow out of the eye set with a wide out to the left. Istvan is back to throw. Looking left, throws a swing pass out to the left, and hammered is the receiver as Blairsville is right there. Lutton, Sharina make the tackle, and a loss on a play. Also Mark Franklin. It was flipped out to Callahan. A complete pass for a loss back to the 47-yard line.
For the Cat.
3rd down. Blairsville doing the job defensively in this series. Needs to hold here to get the ball back. But I'm sure a lot of people are a little surprised that it's scoreless still between Richland and Blairsville late in the 1st quarter. Passing situation for Istvan. He has a slot to the left. Out of the eye set. Long count. Takes a snap, fumbles the snap, picks it up and runs it, and is nailed for a very short gain. Mark Franklin in on the tackle. So the pass back from center was dropped by the quarterback Istvan, so it's 4th down and long in punt formation.
Rick, anytime a defensive team like Blairsville only yields 122 yards per ball game, I guess it's hard to find a weakness, but in your mind, is there what?
On Blairsville's defense right now, I think they have to go outside on them. What Richland's doing right now is they're going to unbalance with that slot. So they went unbalanced left with the slot left, and they tried to throw the football down the field that time for quarterback and hang on to the ball.
Weaver, the kicker. Molo is deep. Pass from center on one bounce. Gets by Weaver. He runs back to chase it down. He starts to run the ball. He eludes one tackler, eludes another. Comes up the sideline, but he's still behind the line of scrimmage and tackled near his 44-yard line. So a couple of bad pass backs from center, and with 32 seconds to go in the 1st quarter, Blairsville will have excellent field position. That football takes funny bounces. He went to short hopping and went right past him.
Webb handles the
Well, there's the break maybe that Ernie Woodbar was looking for.
by number 63.
Snap came in low and Weaver couldn't handle it. It's 1st and 10 Blairsville. Over the ball. Brother Paul, the quarterback. They're set 1st and 10 at the 45.
Perhaps the final play of the 1st stanza. Out of the power eye set, double tight end. Down the line to left, to give off this to Williams, trying to follow Sharina. Gets around the corner at the 40, 35, 30, down the sideline, 25, knocked out of bounds near the 20-yard line. With 5 seconds to go in the quarter, Sharina the lead block, and he turned that corner, and Williams can motor.
Well, a lot of running room that time, and you're right, Williams can motor, and it'll go as a 24-yard gain down to the 21-yard line, make the 22. Call it a 23-yard gain.
Tracy Williams. The ball is at the 21-yard line.
And the skin portion of the infield now, here at Point Stadium in Johnstown. 5 seconds to go, the out-of-bounds play stops the clock, and right now Richland wants a timeout to talk things over. It is scoreless between Richland and Blairsville. 5 seconds to go in the 1st quarter. Back after this.
With the ball, tackle by number 40, Mike Sable. As the 1st quarter comes to an end, there is no score. keeper. Tackle, number 87, Bill Bunnell.
Blairsville and Richland here at Point Stadium in Johnstown with Mark Burdick and Homer Center head football coach Rick Faust. Ray Goss reporting to you on Stereo 1160 WCCS in Homer City.
Fourth first down for Blairsville.
Emmanuel under center. Tracy Williams dots the hour in the power I set. Corey McGuire is the halfback. The give is to it is Williams coming over the left side. They have him by the ankle. He spins his way down to the 7-yard line.
With the ball, tackle by number 40.
Williams showed a lot of effort there to try and stretch that body forward to get as much yardage as possible.
Well, Tracy Williams, the leading ball carrier thus far. Corey McGuire has just carried once for 2 yards. Tracy Williams, 6 carries for 40 yards. We were kind of confused, or maybe I was last week on the Emmanuel brothers, Paul and Pat. I said Paul is a senior. Indeed, he is a junior. They're twin brothers. I spoke with Mrs. Emmanuel earlier today. As a matter of fact, the center, Pat, was 3 pounds when he was born.
I'm glad you told me that because I was saying it all year and you corrected me last week. The handoff goes to McGuire into the right side, spins his way down near the 5-yard line. Going tough here. Why is it tougher to score inside the 10, Rick Faust?
Well, you can go to the man in the secondary. You don't have to worry so much about that. And then your linebackers just key off on one back each and attack. And your linemen are just cutting down the linemen on the line of scrimmage here. So what's happening right now, you know, Ernie's giving them wide splits. And now at this point in time, he's closed those splits down a little bit. Closes the defense, tightens everything up. So, you know, I think Ernie will probably keep the ball here with Emmanuel, maybe run that option he ran earlier.
Well, right now, Blairsville has called for a timeout, Rick, so we're going to call for a timeout, too. We'll be back right after this 30-second message.
Down here, he likes to run a power and somebody should run it, maybe flip the ball to McGuire.
Okay, let's see what he does. 3rd and goal at the 5. Actually could get a first down at the inch line, perhaps. Emmanuel down the line to the left. Gives off to the left end, driving through. Corey McGuire, he's down in the end zone, into the end zone for the touchdown. I'm just checking, double checking. It was Corey McGuire on a dive, a straight ahead play over the left side, and he fought his way down to the goal line and got his nose into the end zone for the touchdown. And with 10:10 to go in the second quarter, it is 6-0 Blairsville.
Well, Ray, that time just super second effort by Corey McGuire because he ran head on into linebacker Larry McCracken, and he wasn't going to be denied. He shook off that tackle and put his head down into the end zone. He went.
44-yard drive following that bad pass back from center that gave Richland trouble in their own territory. And the kicker, a good one for Blairsville, is Jim Pike. The holder is Emmanuel. The kick is up there. The kick is no good. I jinxed him. He got it up to the left and off the left upright. So as the teams come back upfield, Blairsville's on top, 6-0 with 10:10 to go in the second quarter. We'll have the Bobcat kickoff right after this. Blairsville tees it up. Just a short approach of about 4 yards. Soccer-style kicker kicks it down the field, and it is taken at the 15-yard line, coming across the 20, the 25, up near the 30, to about the 32-yard line is the return man, and that was Lance McIntosh.
McIntosh takes the kick. Tackle, number 50.
First and 10 to go for Richland. Now they've been scored on. Let's see if this will fire up the Bobcat defense a little more and see what happens with Richland on offense. They have it at their own 32. Blairsville now with a 6-0 working margin. Dave Isvan brings his team out. Here's a couple of good runners in Sable and Callahan. Weaver on the right wing goes with a double tight end set, open field to the left, split backs. Isvan takes a snap, gives to no one, keeps it, legs it around the corner. He's running with the 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Molo after him and knocks him out of bounds in Blairsville territory at the 46-yard line. I'm glad I had the field glasses on him because he pulled a couple of nifty fakes that faked out Blairsville, but he kept it on his left hip. Good play by Istvan. The speed of Molo preventing perhaps a touchdown.
Well, 22-yard pickup. Junior, 5'10", 150, and he's really come on during the regular season. Showed good speed that time, Rick Faust.
So he is pretty good speed. You know, his tailback and the fullback have better speed there, but Molo has good speed in the secondary from Blairsville, too. He's faked out. He came a long way and made a good play.
Or else we're even. Out come the Rams. Look at this full house backfield, the old T formation. The handoff is to the second back. He goes through a hole on the right side and has some yardage as Sable carries inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. It's the old T formation, a full house backfield. Haven't seen that for a while, Rick Faust.
No, I'll tell you, Richland's showing a lot of things that we hadn't seen earlier when we played them, even before we played them. We saw them 2 ball games. So, you know, they've done a lot of things well, I guess, so we'll have to see.
Mark Franklin is down and injured for Blairsville, their stick-out defensive ball player.
Well, it'll be tough if they lose Franklin. 9:15 remaining in the second quarter. Blairsville up 6-0. There's a break in the action. We'll be right back after this message. Richland faced with a 2nd and 6.
Franklin appeared to be okay as he came off. He was down for quite a while. The pitch, the quick one to the outside. Callahan turns the corner, gets a block, and he has good yardage as he's finally knocked down. His niece has him inside the 40 near the 38-yard line in that vicinity. We'll see where they spot it around the 37.
Also, Benji Molo over there on that play. It looked like Callahan had at least enough room to pick up the first down, but Blairsville support came out quickly and stopped Franklin short of the first down. It'll be 3rd and a long one, the ball at the 42-yard line.
Doug Anderson was also in the tackle. He's out, and Mark Franklin is back in there, so he appears to be all right. 3rd and a long one. Richland with a threat. They trail 6-0. They're at the 37 of the Bobcats. Full house backfield, the old T formation. Double tight end set as Istvan takes a snap, gives to a second back who powers through and has the first down. Sable on the carry. Frank Sharina, rather it is Butchie Stewart on the tackle. Mike Sable has the first down inside the 35 at the 33-yard line. This drive started at the Ram 32 following the kickoff.
Well, Sable's a hard-nosed runner, the fullback, senior, 5'10", 180. Appears to even be a little bit bigger than that from here. 8 minutes and ticking, 6-0 Blairsville.
Mike Condis is into the backfield for the Rams of Fred Unity. He's the fullback in this old full house backfield formation. The quick pitch is to the outside. Callahan behind a pulling tackle block. Fumbles the football, dives for it, and gets it back. Or no, let's wait. Yes, it is. I saw the official kind of pointing the other way, but he's putting 2 fingers up. And the gain is down to around the 31-yard line. Callahan recovers his own fumble. It is 2nd and 8.
Always an uneasy feeling for the head coach when you see that ball pop loose, Rick.
Especially when you start a drive.
6-0. Blairsville leads it, but Richland on a drive from their own 32. They're at the 31 of the Bobcats. Istvan has a slot to the left. Split backs, passing situation, takes a snap, gives to a second back. Callahan finds a hole on the trap, cuts inside the secondary, breaks the tackle at the 30, 25, 20, still on his feet, has a first down with yards to spare as he goes out of bounds. I don't know how he broke that second tackle, but it was an amazing run by Sean Callahan.
He broke a couple tackles for sure. The initial tackle was Brian Kunkelman, and then he ran through with Matt Neese. Finally brought down, I believe, by Benji Molo. Way down at the
14-yard line, they mark it.
17-yard pick, a fine effort that time by Sean Callahan. 3rd first down for Richland.
Full house backfield again. Sable is the fullback, Weaver the left halfback, Callahan the right halfback. They're using that quick pitch. Istvan under center. And with flags, maybe delay of the game here. Let's see. It is. They used a pulling tackle that time to lead the block, Scott Hudson. But Callahan got the last 10 yards on his own. This will hurt him. Take it out to the 19, 1st and 15 to go. 6-0 Blairsville, 6:32 to go in a rapidly moving first half here. Second quarter action coming to you from the Point Stadium in Johnstown on Stereo 1160 WCCS, Homer City. From the 19, the skin portion of the Point Stadium ballpark here. Fake and slipping down is the quarterback, Istvan. In there quickly, Sean Hummel to pin him down, but he tripped. And we were walking across that field earlier, Mark Burdick, and it is kind of a sandy soil there. Might be good for baseball strikes, but it's not easy to run on with football shoes.
No, that's one part of the field, though, Ray, that's not soggy and mushy. It is fairly solid, but that sand, I guess, presents a problem. And Richland's got a problem. Speaking of problems, they've got a second and about 20.
20 is right at the 24-yard line. They had a 1st and 10 at the 14, a 5-yard walk-off and a 5-yard loss. Istvan under center. Takes a snap. Rolling back, looking to fire. Throwing in the end zone, and it's intercepted in the end zone. Benji Molo, and he gets a touchback. His momentum carried him through the end zone. Benji Molo comes up with a big play for Blairsville, picking off the pass and running past the end line, which was a smart move, Rick Faust.
He is smart. He just got out. They get the ball on the 20-yard line.
Of course, he could have just put his knee down, but his momentum carried him through there.
Well, we've seen Benji Molo with the 2 big plays over the course of the season, and the biggest, I guess, came against United. After United took the lead, it was a brief lead, as it turned out, because Benji Molo returned to kickoff. Following week, I should mention this with Rick sitting beside me, he returned a punt against Homer Center, so he's kind of a big play guy, I guess.
Emmanuel now at quarterback. Gives to his first back, Corey McGuire. McGuire comes across the 25 and has some yardage out near the 26-yard line. McGuire didn't carry much in that first quarter, but did get the 5-yard touchdown run in the second quarter. That was a big play by Molo.
4 carries for 14 yards for senior Corey McGuire, 5'10", 170. A fine young man. I met him at the Football Boosters banquet down in Blairsville, and seems to have his act together. He's going on to school.
5:20 to go in the second quarter. Gain is 6. Second and about 3.5, 4 yards to go. Split backs, wide split in the backfield. Handoff is to Tracy Williams, fighting for the first down. Comes across the 30 as he spun out of the arms of one would-be tackler. Gets out to the 32 for a first down on the play. Nice run by Tracy. Larry McCracken makes the stop for the Richland Rams. 6-0 Blairsville, and Richland give them a tussle thus far.
Well, the clock running under 5 minutes, and Tracy Williams really running well and hard and determined running. And usually they use him wide with the pitch and running up the middle a couple times here this evening in the first half.
Frank Sharina, the up back in that power I set. Williams dots the I. McGuire, the right halfback. The give is to the second back. Williams bobbled a bit, but he carries it through. Breaks the tackle across the 40-45 out to the 47-yard line. Boy, he exploded out of there. Tracy Williams, a first down for the Bobcats.
15-yard pickup again by Tracy Williams. A 6th first down, second in the drive. 6-0 Blairsville.
Handoff wasn't real clean, Mark. It popped up a bit, but he grabbed it and took off. This would be some kind of drive for Blairsville, intercepting in the end zone. Molo with a big defensive play, taking over on the touchback at the 20. A slot to the left. Sharina is in the slot. Give us to the first back. McGuire fumbles the football, and they dive for it. Let's see who's got it at the 46-yard line. Officials digging in that pile. They still haven't indicated. It is Blairsville, and someone did a great job underneath there. I see Sharina. Frank Sharina made an amazing recovery because it looked like Richland had the inside track to that recovery. That's always a wild thing, a fumble when it's squirting around.
Sure was there. And, you know, everyone wants a football. Some people don't know where it is. That time the kid from Richland had the ball under his legs, and Sharina found the ball, and he ended up with it. He's a strong kid. If it's on the bottom of the pile, he's the guy who's going to come out with it.
You never know what's going on at the bottom of that pile. That's Rick Faust, who is our special guest here during this game. We appreciate him taking the time to come up. It's a second down and short yardage. A handoff is to the third back, and Tracy Williams breaks one tackle, backpedals his way forward, and appears to have a first down near the 41-yard line. Williams showing a lot of courage running that football. And defensively, Lonnie Maldette makes the stop for the Richland Rams with Fred Yonity. Another first down for the Bobcats, who lead at 6-0 with 3:39 remaining in the second quarter.
Williams, 9 carries for 65 yards. And Rick, are you surprised they're using Williams so heavily? And I've never seen him run this hard.
I've never seen him run up inside the way he's running today. When we played him, we just wanted to keep him out from the outside. But today, he looks tough up inside.
Power I, double tight end set. Emmanuel down the line, gives to his first back, and it is Corey McGuire spinning his way forward inside the 40 down to the 37. Gets about 4 tough yards. The clock a factor here a bit if they stay on the ground here. 3:10 and ticking, but they have some timeouts to use.
Clark Schaefer on the bottom of the stack for the Rams on that play.
The gain is good 5 yards down to about the 36.5-yard line.
Yeah,
2nd and 5.
This is a big turnaround because Richland had the ball for 4.5 minutes, was on a drive, then a penalty, the quarterback slips, and then the interception, and all of a sudden Blairsville has the ball at the Richland 37.
Blairsville leads at 6-0. They'd like to get another score before halftime, get some breathing room. Handoff is the second back, and McGuire breaks it into the secondary, breaks another tackle across the 35-30 down to the 25-yard line. Corey McGuire finally held on to in desperation by Brad Miller, who makes the stop, but it's another first down as Blairsville getting the holes in that line, and then their backs doing double duty as far as breaking tackles, and it's at the 25-yard line. McGuire starting to show his way.
This type of situation, if maybe they pick up another first down, Rick, you look for Fred Yonity to call timeout, maybe stop them here.
Well, Fred has a timeout, but right now, if he can keep running on the ground, he may be able to keep him out of the end zone just with the clock.
Split backs and a slot to the right. The handoff goes to Corey McGuire. Through the middle he goes down to the 20-yard line. He gets 5. 2:10 and ticking in the second quarter. Action on Stereo 1160 in Homer City. And it will be 2nd down and 5. 6-0 Blairsville looking for more. They spotted at the 21, only given 4 on that, 2nd and 6.
Official timeout on the field right now, Ray. Corey McGuire, after carrying 2 times in the first quarter for 3 yards, has come on to carry 6 times in the second for 40 yards. So 8 for 43 in the ball game with 1:58 remaining in the first half.
The Pens are playing tonight at the Civic Arena in Pittsburgh against Quebec, and we'll join that game as soon as this one is over. Last night we were able to pick up the third period of that loss to New Jersey, so hopefully the Pens will rebound tonight against Quebec, and we'll have that action for you immediately following this broadcast on Stereo 1160. Sharina's in the slot to the right at the 21, 1:39 and ticking. The clock a factor here. Whistles, flags fly before the snap. Pointing against Blairsville, the Richland fans cheer.
Yeah, he went down to get the clock.
Let's see, the walk-off will occur. Was that a face mask? Illegal. What was it called?
Participation. It was a mouthpiece, wasn't it?
Oh,
On Tracy Williams.
Second penalty for 15 yards. Well, that's a 10-yarder for 20 yards, I guess. It's Blairsville. Your old buddy standing behind you, Ray. Alex Besser.
Oh, yes, from United High, of course.
He sent for coffee. That's good news.
It's only a 5-yard walk-off, Mark. It's back to the 25-yard line. 2nd down and about 10. Clock is moving, though, 1:10 to go. Emmanuel's going to have to put it up. Split backs, a slot to the left. Flags again. They were going to pitch to Tracy Williams. Delay of game called against Blairsville. So the Bobcats getting hurt with the penalties, just as Richland did on their drive.
Well, just when you thought Blairsville maybe set to take put a second score on the board, they're becoming unraveled a little bit.
They have a good field goal kicker in Jim Pike, but they're out of his range right now. I thought they'd at least get a shot at 3, but they need to pick up a big one here.
Yeah, from where they're at, it'd be a 47-yard effort. I don't even think I can make that.
Yeah, that's why I thought that he spot a little short on that.
Emmanuel comes out under center. He went to move McGuire, and then he calls a timeout. They're a little mixed up, so timeout on the field. Ernie Whitmore heads out to talk to his ball club. Blairsville leads at 6-0 over Richland. 1:05 to go to the half. We'll be back after this. Power eye set. Emmanuel back to throw. He's looking deep. And he's hit, and down he goes. It was a one-man pattern, and the one man who was going deep was Doug Pickard, a sophomore, but they nailed him on a sack back at the 38-yard line. 47 seconds and ticking remaining in the half. The play comes from the Blairsville bench.
Well, Doug Pickard was the one man in that pattern. He was running the fly pattern, and just when Emmanuel is set to let fly, he got nailed. Goes a loss of 8 yards.
Blairsville leading it 6-0. So it looks like they're going to have to settle for that unless they come up with a big one here. 27 and ticking from the 38. Emmanuel back to throw. Gets good protection. Fires over the middle. Man there caught. And inside the 25. Let's see where he is. Around the 23-yard line. Was that Sharina who made that reception? It was McGuire. Corey McGuire made the reception down at the 23-yard line. 14 seconds to go in the half, and Blairsville has stopped the clock with a timeout. They have actually 12 seconds now. Point Stadium in Johnstown, the press box.
At least for us.
4th and 9 from the 23-yard line, 24-yard line. Emmanuel pitches back. It's a halfback option pass. Sharina is in trouble, and then he fires across the field. Caught and down at the 10-yard line. 3 seconds, and Blairsville stops the clock with 2 seconds to go. Sharina eluded the traffic. Do they have any timeouts? They stopped the clock, I think. They stopped it to move the sticks. They do not have any timeouts left. The clock is indicated 1 second. The snap back. He's back. The play will count. Emmanuel throws in the end zone. Incomplete. He threw into about quadruple coverage. He tried to hit Corey McGuire. It was a great attempt by the Bobcats, and apparently they were out of timeouts, unfortunately, because they had a good shot at a field goal. And Emmanuel amazingly got that play off from the 10-yard line. Mark, I didn't see who caught the pass. Did you catch that?
That was Corey McGuire on the reception.
Okay.
It went for 15.
start the second half, Richland will receive and defend the south goal. The driver of a Smith Bus Lines bus, B43. They would like to have the bus moved, please. Smith Bus Lines, bus B43. for the Rams. Returns the kick. Tackle, number 10, Jim Fox. Rams take over, first and 10. Ball, 33-yard line. Fumbled. Recovery by number 62, Greg Burrows, for Blairsville. Blairsville takes possession, puts the ball in play, first and 10. The ball is on the 35-yard line. Signal. Illegal procedure against Blairsville. Cats will be penalized 5 yards. Williams with the ball. First contact on that play by number 87, Bill Bunnell. The ball, bottom of the sack for the Rams on that play was number 40, Mike Sable. Official timeout.
Williams and McGuire in the backfield. Tight end set. Sharina in motion left to right. And the wide pitch will go to McGuire. He makes his cut and he will gain about 3 yards down to the 28-yard line. Into the tackle for Richland, Lonnie Meldette, and also Bill Bunnell again. In on it for Richland.
Lonnie Meldette with the tackle for the
It'll be 4th and a long 3 for the Bobcats. The ball at the 33, or make it the 28 of the Richland Rams. 9 minutes to go here in the third quarter. 6-0 Blairsville. Again, tight end set, full house backfield, Williams. And Sharina in the eye, McGuire. And the give is to Williams, and his stop will not make it. He may have gained a half a yard on the play. On the tackle, John Vitez. for Richland, and the Rams will take over on downs. They'll have the ball at their own 28-yard line. Good defense to stop the drive, Rick Faust.
Yeah, Richland came out and played good defense. They come up and hit some people, so and now they got to move the ball offensively if they want to stay in the ball game.
Well, they certainly have to get off to a better start than they did the first time they had their hands on the ball, because that drive lasted one play, ended in a fumble. Blairsville recovered. The Bobcats stop now, so it's 1st and 10, 8:30 remaining. 6-0 Blairsville, third quarter action. Sable and Callahan, the backs now, and the give is to Callahan. He's got some running room. He's at the 40-yard line. And a gain of 13 yards by Sean Callahan. In on the tackle for the Bobcats was Greg Truxell.
Benji Molo also hopping out in that secondary.
Well, Weaver started on the first possession in place of Callahan, but Callahan back in there, and his blocking back is Mike Sable, the fullback, and he's a dirty one. You mentioned not too many dirty jerseys with white uniforms, but Sable's certainly one of them.
Well, he's a heck of a football player.
Richland in white uniforms, red helmets, blue and red trim. Blairsville, white pants, black jerseys trimmed in orange. It's 1st and 10, Richland with the ball at their own 40. I formation, Callahan and Sable. The give is to Callahan. He's over the left side. He's got some running room. He's up near midfield. Run out of bounds by Benji Molo. And also in on the tackle, Ryan Lucas. And again, good running room. That time, Callahan was going off left guard and slipped around left end and picked up about 10 yards.
We're going to have a measurement for the first down. 7:55 to go third quarter. 6-0 Blairsville leads it. Back after this 30-second timeout.
At the 49-yard line.
Isolation with the fullback out. Left the first 2 times. Looks like they might come back with it right this time.
We'll see if you're right. The give is to Callahan over the right side. He's got about 3 yards, make it maybe 2, down to the 47-yard line. Frank Sharina and also Mark Franklin in on the tackle for Blairsville. We mentioned Mike Sable, Rick, the fullback, and a lot of dedication. Doesn't carry the ball maybe 5 or 10 times a game, maybe leading the way for Callahan, and you're used to that because last week you had a young fella, or last year, leading Matt Pinotti.
Well, you know, you get a kid like that every now and then who just says, hey, I'll do whatever it takes to win.
Well, the backs are split this time, Callahan and Sable. In the slot, it's Weaver. The give around right end is to Callahan. He's got running room. He's at the 40 and down to the 38-yard line. He tried cutting right to left, looking for open field, but in on the tackle was Benji Molo to slow the progress of Callahan.
Butchie Stewart also made an excellent hit in the open field to prevent a much longer gain.
Well, it'd be very close to a first down. They may have to bring the sticks in again. The officials looking across the way. And they will indeed bring in the chains with 7:08 remaining in the third quarter. 6-0 Blairsville over the Richland Rams, but the Rams are on the march.
Callahan, he's carried 4 times this half, and he has 34 yards to go with 70 on the night and 10 carries.
Well, the Rams picked up the necessary yardage for the first down, and the ball inside the 40 at the Blairsville 49. The Rams on the march here in the third quarter. 7 minutes to go. 6-0 Blairsville. Backs are in the eye. Fullback Sable, the up back. Callahan, of course, the halfback. Espen takes the handoff. The give is to Callahan. Very little running room this time, and a host of Bobcat tacklers stop Callahan for maybe a half a yard gain, if that. Lucas in on the tackle, Matt Neese.
Mark Franklin also.
Also give a little bit of credit to Greg Boros in the ball game now for the Bobcats. Call it A half-a-yard gain. 2nd and 10 for the Richland Rams, you might as well call it. Scott Williams in the ball game, lined up at tight end, left tight end for the Rams. The pitch wide right is to Callahan. He makes his cut, slips and falls after a gain of 2 yards. In on the tackle, Frank Sharina.
Greg Troxel did an excellent job going wide and forcing him to cut inside. Maybe even got a piece of it.
He may have, and also Callahan, his left foot went out from under him, and he gained 1 actually, so it'll be 3rd and 8 now. The ball resting at the 37-yard line. 5 minutes, 50 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. 6-0 Blairsville. The Rams break huddle. The center is Doug Horn for the Rams. This time, Williams lines up, split left. And the give is to McIntosh, and he's got running room. He's down near the 30-yard line, inside the 30-yard line to the 27. It'll be a first down, Richland Rams.
He came out of the slot to the left. They double faked to the setbacks, and he came off that wing on a reverse and took it.
Indeed he did, out of the slot left to right, and fine running room. I thought for a moment they had the quarterback just been sacked, but it was Weaver who took the handoff, or McIntosh, I'm sorry. Down to the 26, 1st and 10, Richland. Again, Williams split left. The give is to Callahan over the right side. He's going to dart forward for about 3 or 4 yards. Good running, picking his way was Sean Callahan, and he'll pick up about 4 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd and 6. The ball at the 22-yard line of Blairsville.
Sharina, Franklin, and Stewart in on the tackle for the Bobcats.
An impressive drive, Rick. No comment from Rick Foss that time. The Rams are out of the huddle in a hurry, and they've got the momentum on their side right now. We'll see if Blairsville can stop them. The backs are in the eyes. Sable and Callahan. Weaver in motion. Miller in motion, that is. The quarterback has been back to pass, looking over the middle. He's got his man. I believe that's Kevin D'Ambrosia making the catch. The ball is at the 13-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. In on the tackle was Benji Molo for the Blairsville Bobcats. But Ispen surprised everyone going back to pass, and he found his man, D'Ambrosia. The ball actually at the 13-yard line. Williams split right this time. Backs are split. The give is to Callahan over the left side, and he's down to about the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of a couple. In on the tackle for Blairsville was Brian Lucas. Also Kunkelman. 2nd and 8. 3 minutes, 45 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. 6-0 Blairsville. But the Rams knocking at the Bobcats' door. We'll see if the Bobcats shut that door. Backs are split. The give is to McIntosh again. This time very little running room. He's lucky if he picks up a half a yard. In on the tackle for the Bobcats, coming off the bottom of the stack, is Frank Sharina, who stopped McIntosh. They went back to that little counter play.
Also, Matt Neese was right in there with Sharina.
So it'll be 3rd and 8. The ball resting at the 10-yard line of Blairsville. Passing situation for Istvan and the Richland Rams. Split right, Scott Williams. McIntosh in motion right to left. Istvan drops back to pass. Looking, rolling right, fires into the end zone, overthrows everybody. The intended receiver was Kevin D'Ambrosia, but Istvan overthrew everyone out of bounds.
Troxel and Skirball were back there defending deep in that corner in the end zone. When you get down close, you're going to have a lot of room to find open areas, and Blairsville did a good job defensively there.
Well, Istvan dropped back in the pocket, was flushed out, rolled to the right, looked for D'Ambrosia. Spotted him, but overthrew him. He wasn't really open anyways.
Will they go for the field goal?
Rick Powell says no. Split right is Kevin D'Ambrosia this time. The backs are split. Callahan and Sable. Istvan back to pass, and Sharina's got him.
Down he goes at the 18-yard line. Dave Isbin and Sharina shot through there like a man possessed, and the Bobcats hold. They take over.
That's the big play of the game defensively for the Bobcats. Sharina came in untouched from the left side, and he nailed Isbin on that play-action pass and threw him for a big loss on a 4th and 8 at the 10.
Well, the clock running, 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the third quarter. Blairsville hanging on to that 6-0 lead. Richland with an impressive drive, but falling short. See what the Bobcats do now. Williams, Sharina, and McGuire in that backfield, and the give is to McGuire. Stutter steps and forges ahead for a couple. Didn't have a lot of running room and made the most of what he did have. Lonnie Maldet in on the tackle to slow the progress of McGuire. It'll go as a gain of 2. It'll be 2nd and 8. The ball at the 19-yard line of Blairsville. What Richland needs to do is hold the Bobcats, force them to punt, and they should come up with pretty good field position. 2 minutes, inside of 2 minutes, 6-0 Blairsville. Backs are in the eye this time, Sharina and Williams. And the give is to McGuire. He's got some running room up to the 22-yard line, maybe to the 23. And on the tackle for the Richland Rams, Lonnie Maldet again. Second time in a row that he stopped the senior back, McGuire. It'll be a 3rd and 4 situation. McGuire able to pick up 4 on the carry. We'll see what Blairsville does. Full house backfield again. Sharina the fullback. Williams the deep back, and the give is to Williams, and he's got yardage for a first down up to the 29-yard line. A gain of about 4 yards, make it 5 on the play.
That's a big first down for Blairsville to get some breathing room here and keep Richland from possessing the ball here in the third quarter. Richland has dominated action, but Blairsville clings to a 6-0 lead.
The ball resting at the 29-yard line of 1st and 10 for the Bobcats. Tight end set, just classic Ernie Woodmar football right now, trying to ram it down the Richland Rams' throat. The give is to Williams over the right side. Hurdles one tackler, able to pick up a couple out of bounds at about the 31-yard line. And on the play for the Richland Rams, Maldet again having himself a good series, and also John Vitez for the Rams.
Frank Sharina getting up rather slowly, but walking back to that Blairsville huddle.
It was a gain of a couple. We're inside a minute in the first quarter, 54 seconds. The clock stopped as Williams was run out of bounds. The Bobcats have the ball. They have the lead 6-0 over Richland. The twin brothers, Pat Emanuel the center, Paul Emanuel the quarterback. They're both juniors. They'll be back. The backs are in the eye, and the give is to Williams. He's got running room up to the 35-yard line, a gain of 5. Coming off the stack for the Rams, Sean Callahan. It'll be 3rd and 4. A short 4 for the Bobcats. A half a minute to go in the quarter. Bobcats break huddle. They'd like to pick up another first down and keep the drive going. We'll see what they do. Look for McGuire maybe this time. Emmanuel barks the signals, and the give is to Williams, and he forges ahead. He's close to the first down. He may have it. The give was over the right side. Callahan in on the tackle. Also, Mike Embler and Bill Bonnell. But good second effort by Tracy Williams that time, right?
Chains are going to come in for a measurement. Excellent second effort by Williams. So there's a break in the action. 11 seconds to go in the third quarter. 6-0. Blairsville leads Richland. Back after this.
broke huddle, and the teams will head upfield. They'll move the ball around, and we'll be set for fourth quarter action. The score at the end of 3, the Blairsville Bobcats 6 and the Richland Rams nothing. More football on Stereo 1160 after this.
Ladies and gentlemen, the District 6 Committee would like to take this opportunity to congratulate Johnstown's own Quad A District 6 champions, the undefeated.
Nothing. Blairsville leads it over Richland here as fourth quarter action just underway. The Bobcats avoiding a Richland threat in the third quarter.
Rick, you predicted 2 scores in the second half here. We're going to have 2 in the fourth quarter.
We got lots of time yet.
Okay. Richland hanging tough, though. I think a lot of people are probably surprised.
I'm not. I think talent-wise, they have tremendous talent.
Second down and 9. The ball resting just about at the 40-yard line for Blairsville. Emmanuel out under center. Sharina the up back. The give is to Tracy Williams. Hit behind the line. Manages to squirt forward back to the line of scrimmage. Defensively, a big tackle. Kevin Spiker makes the stop.
Kevin Spiker for the Rams.
It's a loss, actually, back to the 39, so it'll be third down and 10. 10:50 to go in the ball game. 6-0. Blairsville leads it. The winner meets United next Friday night here at Point Stadium at 7 o'clock. We'll be here on Stereo 1160 for the broadcast, but Blairsville undefeated at 10-0, having their hands full with the Richland Rams thus far. The give is to Corey McGuire. He turns the corner as he comes from wing back across the 40 out to about the 43, but the gain is only 4 on the play. It'll bring up a fourth down and 6.
Rick, you saw something that time.
Well, Tracy Williams had his mouthpiece out again. The official missed it. I thought we'd done another flag there, and then that's a real tough play for Blairsville.
You getting a picture?
Well, it'll be punt formation for the Bobcats. They have the ball at their own 43-yard line. They'll shift out of their full house formation that they're in.
Callahan back to receive. Sharina to kick. 10 minutes to go in the ball game. Pass from center is a good one. No rush. The kick end over end. Callahan slides and makes the catch, sliding into second base. That's about where second base is.
That's right.
And at the 23-yard line where Richland will put it in play.
Be the 33-yard line, right?
Correction, 33, right.
Be a 24-yard punt. The second punt of the evening by Frank Sharina. His first effort went for 27. We're inside of 10 minutes to go in the ball game. 6-0. Blairsville, and Richland will have to put it together in a hurry.
Last night we saw a wide open affair with United defeating Bishop McCourt 16-7. Tonight, 6-0. A toughie. McGuire's 5-yard touchdown run, the only score in the first half. Istvan, the quarterback, takes it, gives to no one. He keeps it. He's trying to leg it around the corner. He slips and stumbles and is pinned down. That play went for big yardage the last time he ran it. But out there, Lucas staying home, made sure, and actually Istvan slipped and stumbled and no gain on the play. Give him a yard, 2nd and 9.
You're right. They ran that play in the first half, and it went for 22 yards. This time they ran it around left end. In the first half, they ran it around right end, and Istvan more or less tripped over his own feet. And again, the field is soggy in a lot of places.
Istvan with open field to the right. He has a slot to the left, split backs. Sabol and Callahan. The give is to no one. He keeps it. He turns the corner this time. Spins out of the arms of tacklers. Get yardage as he's whacked out of bounds across the 40 out near the 42-yard line.
Benji Molo across the way, running Istvan out of bounds. Molo is just a good two-way ball player. Good on special teams and great defensively. He's been on several plays on the Bobcat defensive end of things this evening.
It'll be 3rd down and 1 at the 42-yard line. Richland trying to get a drive underway that could get them the go-ahead points. They're down 6-0. 8:48 to go in the ball game. Istvan with a slot to the right out of the eye set. Callahan is the deep back. The give is to Callahan. Looking for the first down, has it as it crosses the 45. Short gain on the play, but it didn't need much. Defensively, Brian Kunkelman makes initial contact for the Bobcats of Ernie Widmar, who come in 10-0. Richland is 6-3.
You think, Rick, maybe they're going to have to put the ball in the air to maybe get it into the end zone?
Well, right now I think what they're going to try to do is they're going to try to break Callahan loose here and let him run down the football field with the football.
He is their power runner. They line up in a full house backfield. Istvan, the quarterback, with a double tight end set from the 46 open field to the right. The give is to the second back. Callahan hit at the line of scrimmage, managed to squirt forward and get a yard. In on the bottom, Mark Franklin and Brian Kunkelman for the Bobcats. They're going to give him a couple. Second and a long 8.
Well, an official timeout. They're going to work on an equipment adjustment. The helmet of Sean Callahan. 8:10 remaining in the third quarter. 6-0 Blairsville over United. And the Richland Rams have a problem in the fact that they're working in probably the soggiest part of the football field.
It's second period.
They're at their own 48. It's rather muddy. The ball on the left hash.
Penn's leading 3-1 over Quebec. Second period just starting at the arena in Pittsburgh. We'll have the conclusion of that ball game following this broadcast. Should get the whole third quarter or third period in for you. Slot left. And rolling, it is Istvan. Has a man behind him. He gives ground, but Callahan steps up across the 40, 45, 50 to the 48-yard line of the Bobcats. That was a slow developing play. Adam Skirble coming up from the secondary.
Ernie Widmar down on the sidelines looking for a holding penalty, but there is no flag. It's a 4-yard pickup, and you're right, it was a slow developing play, and Istvan more or less telegraphed the fact that he was going to pitch it to Callahan. Be a big play for Richland coming up, 3rd and a long 3.
Getting an equipment adjustment, Mark Franklin for the Bobcats. Blairsville 10-0, the Appalachian Conference champions, defeating Black Lake Valley in the game you heard on Stereo 1160 last week here at Point Stadium, 21-0. They come in as the favorite over Richland under Fred Yonity, who has done an excellent job in his 3rd year at the helm, a Homer City native. A slot to the right, split backs. 3rd and 3, Istvan sets him down. Jumping both ways. Let's see the call offensively, though. On the left side, Gene Perry, a kicker, jumped. And the official indicates illegal procedure. That's a killer at this point. Instead of 3rd and 3 with a key running situation, you're your running team. Now it's 3rd and 8, and that may put you in a passing frame of move.
That game against the Wildcats, Rick, that was one thing that really hurt these Richland Rams, penalties.
It hurt early in the season. A lot of ball games, they corrected it. Tonight, this one's a big play right here, though. Now they're going to throw the football.
Well, that's their 4th penalty for 35 yards in the ball game. Passing situation now.
From their own 47, 6-0. Blairsville, 6:55 to go in the contest. Istvan back to throw. Sharina trying to chase him from behind. He winds up and fires it deep down the field. There's a man there. It is caught on a brilliant catch. And inside the 15 down to the 12-yard line, the reception made by D'Ambrosia, the sophomore. Sensational reception.
Triple coverage just been threw into, and D'Ambrosia came up with the ball, and it'll be 1st and 10. The ball at the 12-yard line of the Blairsville Bobcats.
A 41-yard hookup. Istvan to Kevin D'Ambrosia, the play of the game thus far for Richland, to get them in good position to perhaps get the go-ahead points. They trail at 6-0 with 6:35 to go.
Well, we knew they had the pass. They did. They came up with the completion. Williams split right now.
Slot to the right, open field to the right. Istvan under center, takes a snap. It is his second back, and Sean Callahan backpedals his way down inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line. Let's see where they spot him. He may be closer to the 6. He is at the 6-yard line. A 6-yard pickup for Callahan, the workhorse of the Bobcats.
Just a tremendous reception by D'Ambrosia that time.
Well, D'Ambrosia caught a touchdown pass against us in the 4th quarter after we thought we had the game won with no problem.
At the 6, 2nd and 4 for the first down, 6 yards for the touchdown. 6-0, Blairsville leads it. Istvan takes a snap. Second back, it is Callahan backpedaling his way down near the 2-yard line. He may have the first down. Tremendous desire as he runs to the left. Lucas is in on the stop. Molo with help. Also Nice, but let's see if they have a first down or not. They're going to want to change the measure. 5:45 to go, still a lot of time.
Rick, are you surprised maybe Ernie Widmar hasn't called for a timeout to slow the momentum?
But right now, you know, I'm sure Ernie's stunned. The long pass is a big play, and you know, since that time they've had a couple running plays. So really, Ernie's looking at this saying, "Hey, we gotta cause something to happen here." Callahan's an excellent 4-quarter running back.
Short of a first down by inches. Quebec has scored its 3-2 the Pens in the second period at the arena in Pittsburgh. We'll have the Pens action immediately following this ball game, but this one's heating up. at the 2-yard line, 3rd down and inches. It appears Richland can get a yardage anytime they want, so the Bobcats will have to stiffen their defense here. They've thrown the shot out thus far, but Richland knocking on touchdown door, trying to get the go-ahead points. And you can almost guess that Callahan will carry. He's the left halfback on the split backs. Sable to the right. Istvan keeps it himself. He pile drives ahead, and he is down close. Richland says they have a touchdown, but no signal. It is a touchdown. Istvan from 2 yards on a quarterback keeper. And with 5:30 to go in the ball game, Richland has tied it at 6-all with Blairsville, undefeated Blairsville.
Wow, the big play, the big 41-yard pass connection. Istvan to D'Ambrosia, and from there, from the 12-yard line, it took 3 plays, and they put it into the end zone, and they'll go for the kick. Eugene Perry, a senior, 5'10", 185, will attempt the boot.
This could be everything. They play overtime. It comes up tied. The ball is down. The kick is blocked. Took a long time getting away. Oh, no, it is good. He got it through there. I thought they had a good shot at it. My fault.
It was low, but
how did he miss that?
Right through the upright, just over the inside the right goalpost. And with 5.5 minutes to go in the game, Blairsville down by 1, 7-6. We'll be back with the kickoff after this.
I thought I saw him get it.
For the catch, Curry with a kickoff for Richland.
Awaiting the kickoff.
Mario Lemieux has scored. It's 4-2 the Pens. High and very short. Muller trying to run up under it. It bounces. He picks it up on a bounce at the 20. Looking for a far sideline return at the 25. On his feet near the 30 and knocked down near the 32-yard line. The kick, the extra point by Perry, somehow got through the hands of a would-be blocker coming in for Blairsville and just got over the crossbar. It might have been tipped a little, but it was good.
Now it went through there like a rocket, Ray. I don't think it was tipped, but it just went inside that right goalpost. And it didn't make it by much, but just has to get through there. It doesn't have to be right down the middle. 5:10 to go, 7-6 Blairsville. They need to get it together right now.
They're at the 33-yard line. They have 67 yards to go. Emmanuel fakes, gives off to Tracy Williams, hurdles through a small hole, gets to a 37. He got 4 yards, but they need to pick up more than 4 yards a carry to traverse the length of this field. But they have time. 4:54 to go. 7-6, Richland trying to pull the stunning upset over Blairsville here at Point Stadium in Johnstown. And meet United next Friday night for all the marbles in District 6 AA. Emmanuel looking poised out of the power I set. Richland fans cheering. Back to throw Emmanuel. Firing deep down the field. A lot of bumping. Knocked down. Incomplete. Complaining is the receiver for Blairsville. He was bumped around a bit. Doug Pickard, but no call. He was probably uncatchable by Pickard. If anything, the 2 defenders for Richland were closer. I was a little surprised that he went real deep, Rick.
What happens is Richland's up a little tight trying to stop the run. Ernie's trying to get a big play right now, get in the end zone. He's still got a kickers today. They get the ball down around the 50-yard line and, like to keep the ball through, they can still win this ball game.
Right now they have a 3rd and 6 at the 37. They don't want to surrender the ball anymore. They trail 7-6 with 4:25 to go in the contest. Power I set. The pitch goes to the right, and turning the corner, McGuire is running with the 35-40, 45-50 into Richland territory. Well-conceived play as they froze him inside and then pitched it wide. Was there a fumble?
I think the play was blown dead. There was a fumble, but the play was blown dead, I do believe. It'll go as a 16-yard pickup and a big play by the Blairsville Bobcats and Corey McGuire, student body right. And McGuire with good speed turned the corner and forged it ahead for a 17-yard pickup.
Hey, I've been calling 84 the wrong person. It's Brian Ramasco for Blairsville. So let's give credit where credit is due. Ramasco instead of Pickard, as I've been calling him, looking at an old program there.
Well, there's a conference going on in the field, and I believe they've decided, based on the Richland fan reaction, Blairsville ball, 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Boy, that was a beautifully executed play. When they pitched it to McGuire, you knew he had that corner all by his lonesome.
Now, it's the first time Blairsville's been in this type of position this late in the ball game.
47-yard line, they have time. Handoff is to no one, keeping it. The pitchback comes to McGuire. He's at the 45, flag down, a couple flags down. And maybe against Blairsville for a clip upfield. The gain is down to the 42, but this one looks like it'll go against the Bobcats. 3:55 to go, 7-6. It is a clip against the Bobcats. Well, Ernie Widmar is going to have to go in his bag of tricks. You remember that jump pass he used to a good effect? You might see that. Walk-off occurring with the referee.
You know, Ray, Blairsville just rolled over their 9 or 10 opponents this year. Never really put to a test. One of their closer ball games was a 20-12 victory at Blackman Valley earlier in the season. So this is the first time that they're down. We're inside 4 minutes.
At their own 46-yard line, they have first down, 18 to go, 3:43 to go. It is 7-6 in favor of Richland. Emmanuel's back to throw. He has Williams in the right flat. He fires it to Tracy. He's got it at the 40, 45, 50. Has a blocker. Cuts behind the block at the 45. Flag down again. Inside the 40 at the 38-yard line. Beautiful execution on a swing pass into the right flat to Tracy Williams. And I'm afraid of this one also for Blairsville's sake. The officials huddle. Clipping again. Had to be where that flag was thrown. Wow. Just a little too aggressive, I guess, Rick Faust.
So what happens, you know, wide receiver has to try to come back and make a key block, and kid got up behind him and just didn't work out. I think we're going to see Benji Molo in the game offensively. This will be a surprise if we do.
The walk-off comes all the way back to the 41-yard line. So it's still first down, but the clock continues to move. 3:22 to go. And now they have first down and about 23 to go for another first down. Blairsville trails Richland 7-6, and the Ram fans yell defense. A slot to the right. Emmanuel's back to throw. He throws it out to Tracy Williams, makes the catch, but he's being surrounded, and he's knocked down for a loss on the play at the 37-yard line. They really had Tracy Williams covered that time. A trio of Rams out there, led by Lonnie Maldat.
Well, they lost 4 yards on the play. Now the Bobcats are in some trouble because they've got a second and forever type of situation. Make it 25 to go. Benji Molo, you're right, Rick Faust. He checks into the game. What might Ernie Widmar have up his sleeve?
I think we'll see Benji running some type of a flag cut here from the wide out position. Benji has a good speed.
He goes wide to the right. Second and 25. Manuel back. Molo is going deep, but instead they swing it out to McGuire. He has one-on-one if he can beat his man. He does. He's at the 40, 45, and near the 48-yard line, but far short of a first down. He eluded one tackler. 2:08 to go. 7-6 Richland. They mark it at the 48 Blairsville yard line. The clock continues to move. It's third down and about 17 to go for the first down. They need to pick up the sticks. Naturally, they'll go for it on fourth down. We're under 2, a minute 48 in ticking. Emmanuel with Molo on the right flank. And Molo's running that fly pattern. They fire deep for Benji Molo. He's there, but he can't get it. It's at the sideline. He was behind the deep secondary at the 20-yard line. Oh, my.
Benji has that super speed right there that we're looking at right now. What we might see here is we might see the same kind of thing with Benji and then some type of a screen pass off of that or away from that, try to pick up first down. They got 17 yards. They got to get this play.
They went for the big one right there, and right now Ernie Widmar wants to talk it over with his team. A minute 37 to go. There's a timeout on the field. It is Richland 7, Blairsville 6. Back after this. And Emmanuel's back to throw. He's looking. He's got good time. He's throwing deep down the side. Molo's there. They jump for it. Molo can't get it off his hand. Made a great attempt. One-on-one coverage. He had his hands on it. Sean Callahan, the defender, and he plays offense and defense. Well thrown pass. Molo was covered, but he had inside position. Benji is not that tall, and he is only 5'8". When he went up against Sean Callahan, Callahan is at 5'11". He had his hands on it, but Callahan was right there too. And there goes the season.
Well, Blairsville has only 2 timeouts remaining, so Richland can sit on the ball with 1.5 minutes to go. 1:28 actually. And what a stunning upset this is.
Just like last night, Johnstown Votech defeating Indiana. Similar magnitude, really. The handoff goes to Callahan. He comes over the middle, keeps his feet. They're trying to, I'm sure, tackle the ball. He gets inside the 45 down to the 43-yard line. Clock moving with 1:20 to go. See, when Blairsville elects to stop it, I'm kind of surprised they're handing off and running. Would you just sit on this, Sir Rick Faust?
Well, I just sit on it. They have 2 timeouts, though, so imagine what Fred's thinking about right now is if I get a first down, no matter what happens, the clock's dead. So, you know, right after this play, Ernie's going to call a timeout unless Richland gets the first down.
And, of course, they're taking all the time in the world. 53 seconds to go. Richland, 2nd down and 5. They give to Callahan again. He goes to the left. They tackle him quickly, only for about a yard gain, and Ernie Widmar signaling for a quick timeout. The ball is at the 41-yard line, and there's a timeout on the field. Richland leads it 7-6. It'll be a 3rd down and 4 situation when we come back after this.
With the tackle. Timeout. Blairsville. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, please, at the conclusion of the game, do not go onto the playing field.
We got a long time yet. This game will be over before we Well, Ispan simply runs back and puts his knee down on the ground as he lost a few yards. And the clock now, however, is stopped. The clock is stopped with 13 seconds to go. Now it's indicated to start moving. They don't have to come out of the huddle, Mark Burdick. It's all over here at Point Stadium. A tremendous upset. Richland will win it over Blairsville as the Richland fans count it down to 3, 2, 1. It's all over. And the Blairsville Bobcats have been upset by the Richland Rams 7-6. An undefeated season for Blairsville will still go down officially as an undefeated regular season. They wind up 10-1, but next Friday night it'll be United against Richland for the District 6 2A title. What an upset! As Richland being shut out 6-0 by Blairsville came back to get the big touchdown in the